the very best friend I've ever had, and you're good fun. Hi there, this is Cricket talking to you. Do you like running through the sprinklers in the summer? Do you like walking through puddles in the spring? How about jumping in those big piles of leaves in the autumn, or sliding down the hill in the winter time? I love to do all those things because I love to play outdoors all year long. Summer, autumn, winter and spring. Those are the seasons of the year. And there are different things to do outdoors in each one of them. Hey, I know a song about the seasons, and I'll sing it to you now. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. Oh, what fun the seasons bring. Summer, autumn, winter and spring. In the spring the flowers bloom, the grass begins to grow. How could I stay in my room when the world is changing so? Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. Oh, what fun the seasons bring. Summer, autumn, winter and spring. One of the things I like best about spring is all the beautiful flowers that bloom. It's a perfect time to plan a garden. I have a cousin named Mary, and last spring she planned a garden. She reminds me of that girl in the nursery rhyme. You know the one. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. My cousin Mary really is quite contrary. No matter what anyone says, she always does the opposite. For instance, one day I went to visit Mary and see her flower garden. All the flowers were still just little shoots, but they looked kind of droopy, like they needed some water. So I said, "Gosh, Mary, let's water your garden. It would be fun." "No," said Mary, "I don't want to water my garden. It wouldn't be fun." That was Mary. So I told her, "You just said that to be opposite." Then I got an idea. I'll be opposite too. "Mary, you're right," I said. "Watering your garden wouldn't be any fun at all. Let's not." And sure enough, Mary jumped up and ran outside. She turned on the hose and gave all those thirsty little shoots a good long drink. She just had to do the opposite of what I said. The next time I went to visit Mary, the flowers in her garden had started to grow, but so had the weeds. So I said, "Gosh, Mary, let's go and pull some weeds out of your garden. It will be fun." "No," said Mary, "I don't want to pull weeds out of my garden. It wouldn't be fun." That was just like contrary Mary. So I told her, "You just said that to be opposite." And then I remembered what to do. "Mary, you're right," I said. "Pulling weeds wouldn't be any fun at all." So, of course, Mary jumped up and ran outside and began pulling weeds as fast as she could. So she just had to do the opposite of what I said. Well, the next time I went to visit Mary, her garden was full of beautiful flowers. She even had some silver bells and cockle shells and daisies that looked just like pretty maids all in a row. So I said, "Gosh, Mary, let's pick some flowers out of your garden. It would be fun." "No," said Mary, "I don't want to pick flowers. It wouldn't be fun." Mary was being contrary again, but I knew just what to do. "You're right, Mary," I said. "Picking flowers wouldn't be any fun at all. Let's not." So, of course, Mary jumped up and ran outside and began picking big bunches of flowers. She was doing the opposite again. Just then, old Mr. Mooney came along. "Why, Mary," he said, "those flowers are beautiful. Did you grow them all by yourself?" "Yes," said Mary. But then she stopped and thought a minute. "No," she said. "Cricket helped me." "I did?" I said. "What do you mean, I helped?" Then Mary gave me a big bunch of her prettiest flowers and said, "You showed me how silly it is to be opposite all the time. That's how you helped." "Gosh," I said, "I just wanted to see your garden grow." And it certainly did. Now, let's not go inside and play a game. It wouldn't be any fun at all. And we both laughed, and of course, we went inside. Wasn't that a mixed-up story? In the spring, there's usually lots of rain to help things grow, and along with the rain comes the wind. I just love windy days. They're great for flying kites, and I love to watch the branches of the trees blowing back and forth. I know a song about the wind, and you can help me sing it. When I sing "The tree grows tall," you reach up as high as you can and be a tall tree. When I sing "The wind comes along and blows so hard," you wave your arms like the branches of the tree. When I sing "The tree grows low," you bend down and touch your toes and then stand up again. Let's try it. Reach up as high as you can. The tree grows tall, the tree grows high, the leaves of the tree reach up to the sky. Wave your arms from side to side now. The wind comes along and blows so hard, back and forth in my backyard. Touch your toes now. The tree grows low, down to the ground. The roots keep going down and down. The wind comes along and blows so hard, back and forth in my backyard. Reach up high again. The flower grows tall, the flower grows high, the petals on the flower reach up to the sky. The wind comes along and blows so hard, back and forth in my backyard. Here's a tongue twister about spring. It sounds easy, but it's not. Say, sing spring songs 3 times as fast as you can. Like this. Sing spring songs, sing spring songs, sing spring songs. You try it, it's fun. I know a spelling game that's fun. We can play it now. I tell you silly stories about things you can do outdoors, and I'll make each word of the story begin with the same letter. See if you can tell what the letter is. Here's the first story. Betty bounces better, but Barbara bounces best. What letter makes the B sound? The letter B makes the B sound. Each word in that story started with the letter B. Here's another silly story. Listen carefully and see if you can tell what letter each word begins with. Lovely Lady Linda liked little lambs. What letter made the L sound? The letter is L, as in lady and Linda. Let's try another one. Pesky Peter pats Patty's pretty pony. What letter made the P sound? Did you say the letter P? The letter P makes the P sound in Peter and Pet. How about one more? Here goes. Rich Robin raises really red roses. What makes the R sound? Right, the letter R. Aren't you a good speller? Remember that song I sang a little while ago, the one about the seasons? Well, I'd like to teach it to you now. Here's how the first part goes. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. Now you sing that with me. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. That was great. Here's how the next part goes. Oh, what fun the seasons bring, summer, autumn, winter and spring. Now sing that part with me. Oh, what fun the seasons bring, summer, autumn, winter and spring. Let's sing it all the way through now, and I'll sing a special verse about summer. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. Oh, what fun the seasons bring, summer, autumn, winter and spring. When the summer sun is hot and bright as it can get, I play in the hose a lot, it's cold and fun and wet. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, let's play out of doors, I sing. Oh, what fun the seasons bring, summer, autumn, winter and spring. Storybook adventures, they're the greatest kind. There's no end to all the fun you'll find. You can have adventures and still be safe at home with a storybook adventure of your own. This is a story about a clumsy duckling I met one day last summer. Every morning I would go to the park and play. Then I'd have a picnic. And after lunch, I'd go out to the duck pond and feed my leftovers to the ducks. There were always lots of them. Mama ducks and papa ducks and cute little ducklings. And there were all kinds too. White ducks and brown ducks and ducks that were green and blue. They all swam and played together at the big end of the pond. But one day, down at the little end, I saw a funny-looking duckling swimming all alone. So I decided to go over and introduce myself. "Hello," I said. "My name is Cricket. What's yours?" "My name is Gerald," said the duckling. "Pleased to meet you," I said to Gerald. "Why are you down here all alone?" "Because I'm clumsy," said Gerald. "What do you mean, clumsy?" I said. "I'm always splashing the other ducklings," said Gerald, "and dunking them too. The big ducks don't like it when I'm so clumsy. They say it's not how ducks are supposed to swim." "Now you listen to me," I said to Gerald. "Don't you worry about what those big ducks say. You go right down there and just be yourself." "Okay," said Gerald. "I'll give it a try." So Gerald went down to the big end of the pond and began swimming with all the other ducklings. "Here comes Gerald," said one of the mama ducks. "Just look at the mess he's making. That's not the way a duck's supposed to swim." But Gerald said, "I'm just going to be myself." And he swam and he splashed until fairly soon he had a whole bunch of other ducklings splashing along with him. Then Gerald swam back to the little end of the pond again. "See, Gerald, I said that wasn't too bad." "You're right," said Gerald, "but it's still not the way a duck's supposed to be." "And Cricket, there's something else." "You mean there's more?" I said. "I'm afraid so," said Gerald. "You know how the other ducks go quack, quack?" "Of course," I said, "ducks always go quack, quack." "I don't," said Gerald. "I go quack, quack." "Quack, quack?" I said. "Gosh," said Gerald, "it even sounds bad when you say it, and big ducks don't like it at all. They say it's not how ducks are supposed to sound." "Now you listen to me," I said to Gerald. "Don't you worry about what those big ducks say. You go right down there and just be yourself." "Okay," said Gerald. "I'll give it a try." So Gerald went down to the big end of the pond and began quack, quacking with all the other ducklings. Only Gerald said, "Quack, quack." "Here comes Gerald," said one of the papa ducks. "Just listen to the racket he's making. That's not the way a duck's supposed to sound." But Gerald said, "I'm just going to be myself." And he splashed and he quacked till pretty soon he had a whole bunch of other ducklings quacking along with him. Then Gerald swam back to the little end of the pond again. "So, Gerald," I said, "how did it go this time?" "Pretty good," said Gerald, "but it's still not the way a duck's supposed to be." Then in the middle of the summer, I went away on holiday. The first morning I got home, I headed straight to the park to look for Gerald. There were lots of ducks at the big end of the pond, mama ducks and papa ducks and ducklings too, but no Gerald. So I went down to the little end, and I looked, but no Gerald. Where could he be? I said to myself. I was only away 2 weeks. And then suddenly the most beautiful swan came swimming towards me, and he didn't make a sound. He just glided across the water as smooth as could be. "Hello, Cricket," said the swan. "Don't you recognize me?" Well, wasn't I surprised? It was Gerald. "But Gerald," I said, "I thought you were a duck." "So did I," said Gerald, "and so did all the other ducks." "Well, now that you're a swan," I said, "I'm sure you're not clumsy anymore." "No," said Gerald. "And I'm sure you don't go quack, quack anymore," I said. "Well, actually," said Gerald, "now I kind of go screech." And then Gerald laughed and said, "But I'm just being myself. That's how a swan's supposed to sound." If you like, you can turn my tape over now, and I'll tell you all about autumn and winter. Or you can talk to me, and I'll listen. But just remember, I'll be talking to you.